Okay guys, quick update on the bike a little bit. Gonna be out of commission for a little bit. So what happened was, I went for a ride just to pick up some supplies at the pet store, and had a problem on the way back with chain derailments, or on the way there with chain derailments. So I came back, and I was trying to figure out a new way to put a chain tension on the chain, and the pedal crank, it's called the addictive freewheel pedal crank, it stopped freewheeling. So what that meant is that when the motor moves, when the motor turns, the pedal crank turns also. So obviously that's not correct and not safe also to do. So what I had to do was I tried a couple ways to try to fix it, but there's really no way to fixing it. I contacted Sick Bike Parts, and I just need to get a new freewheel. I think what happened was when I removed the pedal crank and the freewheel from the old bike, since I stripped the pedal crank threads, I had to hammer it out. And I believe what happened was it made the freewheel bearings, it probably put a kink, or put some type of imperfection in it, and over time it sort of just wore itself down. So now if you take a look at the freewheel here, hang on, don't let me do this without getting my hands. So there's a lot of play in that freewheel, and you can actually see the bearings there. So I think what happens is that all the bearings, the bearing plate, it's just coming out, and the bearings are bunching up, and that's what's causing it to get caught, and causing the pedal to rotate when to turn when the motor's turning too. So I just need to replace this assembly, but the first thing I need to do is take off this stupid pedal crank, and I'm not sure how to do that. I'm contacting them. I'm not sure if it's a right hand thread or a left hand thread, but I need to know, because like once I start cranking it, it's gonna be either tightened to the point where I can't remove anymore, or so I just want to ask them real quick to see what that is. I probably can save, depending on either that, or I can just get a whole new assembly, which would be close to $70, I believe. And also in terms of the pedal cranks, I think I need to replace them and get a new pedal crank remover tool, and just be a lot more careful with it, because let's just say I actually do just change the freewheel and put the new one back on, or put the new freewheel back on. The threads are still stripped on it, so which means that if I ever need to take off this pedal crank again, I'm gonna have to hammer it again, and that's gonna ruin the freewheel, or put an imperfection in the freewheel again, which will eventually, over thousands of miles, just wear down, or maybe even over a couple of miles, it'll wear down. So I might just order new pedal cranks. So thank goodness I don't want to make this too long, but thank goodness I think the axle itself is still good. There's nothing wrong with the axle, and the bearings inside the axle. So I think that's still good, and the way it's mounted now is still good too. So that's kind of the update. It's probably out of commission on the bike for a while, which kind of sucks, because there's still a good 2 to 3 months of riding left, maybe even 4 months of riding left, depending on how mild the winter is. And I definitely want to take advantage of that, because I want to get this bike on the road and just relax with it after work or after school or something like that, or after whatever the hell I'm doing on that day. So anyway, that's the update. Either I'll replace the freewheel or just get an entirely new assembly, which I'm thinking I should get the new assembly, which comes with the cranks, and get a new crank puller, which I believe my crank puller is crap, which probably causes threads to prematurely wear out, because the pedal crank was crap. Pedal crank remover was crap. Anyway, hope everyone's doing well. And also there'll be I ordered the plants for the fish tank, so that should be on its way. So the next video, hopefully sometime mid this week, will be me planting my my fish tank and filling that with halfway or all the way up and testing all the equipment before I add fish in. Alright, hope everyone's doing well. Like or subscribe, and talk to you later.